some encouragement.
It is a route built for pure rouleur, with long false flats where power does the talking. Try to find the right tempo. Keep it up. You're coming to a more difficult portion. It goes up in 2 steps, so don't hit red straight away. Come on, step on the pedal to pick up speed. Go! Go! It's more or less flat out all the way to the finish. Go full out! Go! Go!
Allez, plus vite, plus vite.
The intermediate time check is in 1 kilometer. Go! Go! Go on! It's not bad! You're managing your effort pretty well. Go! 5 kilometers!
Allez, plus vite, plus vite.
It's downhill! Give it your all! Full out! Go! Go on! Only 3 kilometers left! Go! Go!
On est avec toi.
Come on, there's a little bump. Ride out of the saddle to avoid losing speed. Come on! Only 1 kilometer left!
On te suit.
It's almost over. Grip those teeth!
Finishing in the top 10, even though the stage didn't suit us, is very satisfying.
Mass sprint finish. The riders have just set out and already there's an attack.
Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees. The peloton has just joined up with a breakaway.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
The breakaway is widening the gap, but there's nobody who's a threat to the overall standings. Time difference between the peloton and the breakaway is steady. The breakaway is losing ground.
The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
The pace should pick up as we approach the intermediate sprint, but it's not certain. that the sprinters will go full. Indeed, some will no doubt prefer to keep something in reserve for the finish, located only 50 kilometers further on.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
Time difference between the peloton and the breakaway is steady.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
Bravo les gars!
You're dangerous for the overall standings. He won't let you break away like that. Moreover, the route is not really conducive to a breakaway.
The breakaway is losing ground.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
C'est bien! Allez les gars, courage!
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute. Closing kilometers, even if they're not dangerous, meander somewhat. Riders will have to stay alert.
is extremely satisfying. It's the final step.
Courage, on continue.
Okay, but give me time to move up a bit. I'm not well placed.
Guys, it's not going to be an easy day. It's hardly ever flat. There's plenty of winding roads, and the final circuit looks like a roller coaster ride. You're going to have to keep plenty in the tank for the last lap of the circuit. The peloton doesn't seem to want to let the lead group get away. Some teams must think that there are too many people up front.
The first climb of the day is classified as 4th category. There will be 1 point that goes towards the mountain standings. The first mountain classification points have just been grabbed, and already thoughts at the front of the race turn towards an intermediate sprint. The first to cross the line will score 20 points.
The breakaway is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
Allez les gars, courage.
You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. The breakaway riders are increasing the gap. They are not dangerous for the overall standings. We can let them go. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
The front of the race is onto the final circuit.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
There will be 1 point to be had towards the polka dot jersey at the top of the next climb. The second intermediate sprint will be decided the next time the finishing line is crossed, in a little less than 5 kilometers.
The breakaway is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. The gap is widening. No need to panic, guys. There's nobody dangerous for the overall standings.
The gap between the peloton and the escapees is stable.
His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint. You've got to ride, guys, if you want a chance of a sprint victory. King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers. The race is entering its final phase. There are only 2 laps left to ride. Breakaway over.
Allez les gars, courage! Comme ça! Allez les gars! Courage!
Lâchez rien!
The peloton is 2 kilometers from the top of the climb. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
Vas-y, oui, oui!
A lone rider goes over the top for the Côte de Californie. Another 13 kilometers for him. The time gaps are very small, and anything can still happen.
Vas-y, allez!
On te suit! Allez, tu peux y arriver!
Bravo, bravo!
Lâche rien!
We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers.
Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars, allez les gars, allez!
Allez, allez, allez les gars! Courage!
We're off. The final climb of the trim end has begun. The race should be decided here. Otherwise, it will be fought out in a sprint between the leading riders.
You have 30 seconds on the peloton.
Watch out, he's going on the attack. He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out.
Watch out for him. He's attacking behind.
The lead rider is now at the summit. The gap isn't big, so he mustn't fade if he wants to win. Only Only 5 kilometers left for the head of the race.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
At less than 3 kilometers from the finish, the man in front looks to be heading towards victory. But he mustn't let up if he wants to seal his triumph.
Fantastic! You are the strongest today. You'll be able to savor your victory. Well done!
The red pennant for the man at the front. He'll soon be able to raise his arms.
The breakaway is under the red pennant. To stand any chance of victory, it must tackle the short climb correctly.
I hope that we play a leading role, but from that, to win this stage, you have put in a superb performance. Well done for this win.